Is it possible that Elvis Presley staged his own death? While many theories have emerged over the years, only a few withstand close examination. Recently, shocking new photos have surfaced from Argentina that may lend credence to the idea that Elvis escaped the United States just hours after his supposed death. These images, which appear to show a man resembling Elvis in various locations across Argentina, have sparked intense debate among fans and researchers alike. Some believe these photos could be evidence of a carefully orchestrated plan to start a new life away from the spotlight. Witnesses in Argentina claim to have seen a man who fits Elvis's description, leading to questions about the timeline of events surrounding his death. The photos, along with eyewitness accounts, suggest a narrative that challenges the official story. As more details emerge, the mystery deepens, leaving many to wonder if the king of rock and roll truly left the world stage for a quieter existence in South America. 2 hours after the announcement of Elvis Presley's death in 1977, an intriguing event unfolded. A man named John Barrow boarded a plane bound for Buenos Aires. What made this situation even more fascinating was that Barrow bore a striking resemblance to Elvis Presley. This resemblance was not just superficial. It was uncanny enough that it sparked curiosity and speculation among those who noticed him. Adding to the mystery, Barrow paid for his ticket in cash, a choice that seemed deliberate and calculated. This method of payment often raises eyebrows, especially in a world where credit cards are the norm. Furthermore, Barrow used an alias that Elvis was known to employ during hotel check-ins. This detail deepened the intrigue surrounding his identity and intentions. Was this man simply a look-alike, or was there something more to his actions? The timing of his departure, combined with his appearance and choice of name, led many to wonder if he was trying to escape the chaos that followed the king of rock and roll's death. The circumstances surrounding Barrow's flight remain a captivating part of Elvis Presley's legacy, leaving fans and historians alike to ponder the possibilities of life after death in the world of music. In 2016, 2 intriguing photographs surfaced, appearing to show Elvis Presley walking the streets of Buenos Aires. This unexpected revelation reignited long-standing speculation regarding the possibility that Elvis faked his death and relocated to Argentina. The first photograph captured a man who bears a striking resemblance to Elvis, seemingly trying to hide his face after noticing the photographer. This moment added fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories that have circulated for years, suggesting that the king of rock and roll may not have died in 1977 as officially reported. Fans and conspiracy theorists alike began to analyze the photographs, discussing the possibility that Elvis had chosen to live a quiet life away from the public eye. The sighting in Buenos Aires sparked debates about the authenticity of the images and the motivations behind such a drastic decision. As discussions continued, many were captivated by the idea that the legendary musician could still be alive, living in secrecy. The photographs not only reignited interest in Elvis's legacy, but also brought forth questions about celebrity culture and the lengths to which individuals might go to escape fame. This renewed interest in Elvis's life and the mystery surrounding his death continues to fascinate many, keeping the spirit of the king alive in the hearts of his fans. A second photograph shows a man resembling Elvis Presley buying goods from a street vendor, capturing a moment that draws the attention of those nearby. The image highlights the reactions of onlookers who seem to recognize the iconic figure. One man can be seen staring intently as Elvis crosses the street, his expression a mix of surprise and admiration. This moment, frozen in time, suggests a powerful connection that Elvis holds with the public. A woman in the photograph also displays a clear reaction, her eyes wide and her mouth slightly agape, as if she cannot believe what she is seeing. The intrigue surrounding these photographs has sparked conversations among residents, many of whom share their own stories and memories of Elvis. The images serve as a reminder of his lasting impact on popular culture, and how he continues to evoke strong emotions in those who encounter him, even in passing moments. Collective recognition and excitement reflected in these reactions illustrate the enduring legacy of Elvis Presley, a figure who remains larger than life in the hearts of many. The Argentina theory suggests that Elvis Presley did not actually die in 1977, but instead faked his death and relocated to Argentina. This idea has circulated among fans and conspiracy theorists since the late 1970s. Many people claim to have seen him alive in various South American countries, which adds to the intrigue surrounding this theory. Among the evidence presented, two photographs stand out as the strongest pieces supporting the claim that Elvis is living in Argentina. These images have sparked further interest and debate, although experts agree that more investigation is needed to conclusively prove that he faked his death. The allure of the Argentina theory lies in the possibility that one of the most iconic figures in music history could still be alive, living a quiet life far from the spotlight. This notion captivates many fans who refuse to accept that Elvis Presley is truly gone. The combination of sightings and photographs fuels the belief that he may have escaped the pressures of fame for a more peaceful existence. As discussions continue, the mystery of Elvis Presley's fate remains a topic of fascination for many. Before his supposed death, Elvis Presley was reportedly in deteriorating health. He faced numerous challenges that affected his well-being. Documented struggles with prescription drugs became a significant issue for him. These substances, which he used to cope with the pressures of fame, took a toll on his body and mind. Alongside this, he experienced notable weight gain, which further complicated his health. The high-pressure public life he led added to his stress, making it difficult for him to maintain a stable lifestyle. Fans and close associates observed these changes and expressed concern over his condition. Speculation arose that he might have considered faking his death as a means of escaping the relentless spotlight and expectations that surrounded him. This idea reflected the intense scrutiny he faced as a global icon, leading many to wonder if such a drastic measure could have been his way out of an overwhelming situation. On August 16, 1977, Elvis was pronounced dead at his Graceland estate, a moment that shocked fans around the world. Despite his fame and the public's fascination with his life, many elements surrounding his death remain unclear. The official cause of death was reported as a heart attack, but the circumstances leading up to that moment have been the subject of much speculation. His autopsy report has been sealed for over 50 years, which has only intensified the mystery. Various conspiracy theories have emerged, suggesting that he may not have truly passed away. Some believe he faked his death to escape the pressures of fame, while others claim he was a victim of the very lifestyle that defined him, including drug use and health issues. The lack of accessible information about his final moments has left fans and historians alike to wonder about the truth. As a result, the legend of Elvis continues to thrive, intertwined with the enigma of his untimely death. During Elvis Presley's funeral, many attendees noticed peculiar details that sparked discussions about the body on display. Some people remarked that Elvis's corpse appeared different from what they expected. Observers described him as thinner than they remembered, and there seemed to be less visible facial bloating than one would typically see after death. These observations led to speculation among fans and attendees alike. Some even suggested that what they were seeing might not have been Elvis at all, but rather a wax dummy or a stand-in. This theory gained traction as people compared the body to photos of Elvis taken during his life. The oddities surrounding the funeral contributed to a sense of mystery and intrigue about the King of Rock and Roll. The inconsistencies in the appearance of the body left many questioning the circumstances of his death and the events that followed. Such discussions continue to linger, adding to the complex legacy of Elvis Presley. After 1977, numerous eyewitness reports emerged, claiming sightings of Elvis Presley alive and well. These accounts sparked a wave of intrigue and speculation among fans and the public. One of the most notable sightings occurred at an airport, where a man who bore a striking resemblance to Presley was reportedly seen boarding a plane bound for Buenos Aires. This sighting took place on the same day that news of Elvis's death was announced, adding to the mystery and disbelief surrounding his passing. Many witnesses described the man as having similar features, including the iconic hairstyle and fashion sense that Elvis was known for. The reports varied in detail, with some claiming they spoke to the man, while others only caught a glimpse. This led to various theories about whether Elvis had faked his death to escape the pressures of fame, or if he had simply chosen to live a more private life. The fascination with these sightings continued to grow, feeding into the larger mythos surrounding Elvis Presley and his enduring legacy as a cultural icon. The stories of these alleged encounters persist, keeping the spirit of Elvis alive in the hearts of many fans. Some theorists believe that Elvis faked his death to escape threats from the mafia. This theory suggests that Elvis faced significant danger due to his connections with organized crime. Reports indicate that he was cooperating with the FBI in an investigation against mob activities. The idea is that his cooperation may have put him at risk, leading him to consider drastic measures for his safety. Some supporters of this theory argue that Elvis had the means and motive to disappear, especially if he felt his life was in jeopardy. They speculate that he could have entered a witness protection program to ensure his safety from those who might want to silence him. This theory captures the imagination of many fans who find it hard to believe that such a larger-than-life figure could simply pass away without a trace. The notion that he might still be alive, living under a new identity, adds an intriguing layer to the already complex narrative of his life and career. The relationship between Elvis and organized crime remains a topic of speculation and fascination among fans and researchers alike, fueling ongoing discussions about his legacy and the circumstances surrounding his death. In the world of music, Elvis Presley stands out not only for his incredible talent, but also for the intriguing layers within his work. A series of cryptic messages and hidden lyrics found in some of his later songs have caught the attention of theorists and fans alike. These hidden elements suggest that Presley may have hinted at a desire to disappear from the public eye. Theories abound regarding specific songs where listeners claim to detect subtle clues about his intentions. Some suggest that phrases and word choices, when examined closely, reveal a longing for privacy and a retreat from fame. As fans dissect these lyrics, they uncover meanings that go beyond the surface, leading to discussions about his state of mind during the later years of his career. This exploration into the hidden messages within his music has sparked curiosity and debate, prompting many to wonder if Presley was indeed signaling his plans for a quieter life away from the spotlight. The allure of these secret messages adds another layer to his already rich legacy, inviting a deeper appreciation for his artistry and the complexities of his personal journey. Dr. George Nichopoulos played a significant role in the life of Elvis Presley, particularly concerning his health issues. As Elvis's personal physician, Dr. Nichopoulos was responsible for managing the many medical challenges that the iconic singer faced. Over the years, he became a central figure in discussions surrounding the circumstances of Elvis's untimely death. Some people began to question whether there was foul play involved, or if there was a possibility that Elvis had planned an escape from the pressures of fame and life. This scrutiny intensified as details about Dr. Nichopoulos's practices emerged. He was accused of over-prescribing medications to Elvis, which raised alarms about the doctor's methods and ethics. Ultimately, The situation escalated to the point where Dr. Nicopolis was stripped of his medical license due to these allegations. This action added fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories surrounding Elvis's death, leading many to wonder about the true nature of his health struggles and the role that his physician may have played in the events leading up to that tragic day. The combination of Elvis's battles with addiction and the controversial practices of Dr. Nicopolis left a lasting impact on how fans and historians view the king's legacy and the circumstances of his passing. Evidence of fake death certificates has become a focal point for conspiracy theorists regarding Elvis Presley. They argue that there are notable irregularities in the documentation surrounding his death. For instance, some signatures on the death certificate do not match what is typically expected from official medical records. This raises questions about the authenticity of the documents provided at the time of his passing. Additionally, discrepancies in the medical records have been highlighted, suggesting that the information may have been altered or fabricated. Such inconsistencies have fueled speculation that Elvis did not actually die in 1977 as reported. Instead, some believe he staged his death and went into hiding. The idea that a figure as iconic as Elvis could have faked his own death captures the imagination of many fans and conspiracy enthusiasts alike. They delve into the details of his life and career, searching for clues that might support their theories about his continued existence. The fascination with these claims reflects a broader cultural interest in celebrity and the mysteries that surround them. Some theories suggest that if Elvis faked his death, he might have undergone plastic surgery to alter his appearance. This idea has fueled numerous discussions among fans and conspiracy theorists alike. The notion is that Elvis, wanting to escape the pressures of fame, could have chosen to disappear and live a quieter life. If he did this, changing his looks would be a practical step to ensure he was not easily recognized. Sightings of a man in Argentina claiming to be Elvis have emerged over the years, with many stating that he appeared slightly different from the King of Rock and role they remembered. These reports often describe a man who bears a resemblance to Elvis, but with subtle differences in facial features, which some believe could be attributed to cosmetic procedures. This theory adds an intriguing layer to the mystery surrounding his supposed death. The fascination with these rumors continues as fans hold on to the hope that the legend of Elvis Presley may still be alive in some form. Experts have engaged deeply with the theory surrounding Elvis Presley's death, focusing on the possibility that he might have faked it. Some historians argue against this idea, emphasizing that there is a significant lack of strong evidence to support such a claim. They point out that the official reports and circumstances surrounding his death are well documented, making it unlikely that he could have orchestrated such an elaborate deception. On the other hand, there are forensic experts who believe that certain photographs and testimonies warrant further investigation. They suggest that anomalies in the images and the accounts of witnesses could indicate something unusual. This debate has led to a division among Elvis enthusiasts and scholars, with some firmly believing in the authenticity of his death, while others remain intrigued by the possibility of a hoax. As discussions continue, the fascination with Elvis and the mysteries surrounding his life and death persist, keeping his legacy alive in various forms. Just before his death, Elvis Presley faced significant financial difficulties. Reports suggested that he had spent much of his wealth on a lavish lifestyle that included expensive cars, homes, and other luxuries. This extravagant spending left him in a precarious financial situation, leading to rumors that he might have been trying to evade creditors. Some speculated that this financial strain could have motivated him to fake his death. The idea was that by disappearing, he could escape the mounting debts and avoid the looming threat of financial ruin. His lifestyle, often characterized by indulgence and excess, might have contributed to a sense of desperation. The pressures of maintaining such a high-profile existence could have weighed heavily on him, possibly influencing his actions in those final days. The mystery surrounding his death only added to the intrigue, with some fans holding on to the belief that he was still alive, perhaps living a quiet life away from the spotlight and financial pressures. The combination of his fame and fortune, along with the challenges of managing that wealth, created a complex narrative that continues to fascinate people today. During the late 1970s, Argentina emerged as a refuge for wealthy expatriates and those fleeing from various troubles. This period was marked by political unrest and economic challenges in many parts of the world, making Argentina an attractive hideout for individuals seeking a fresh start. The country offered a unique blend of culture, vibrant cities, and a relatively lax approach to immigration, which further enhanced its appeal. For someone like Elvis Presley, who had reached the pinnacle of fame and faced the pressures that came with it, the idea of disappearing into the serene landscapes of Argentina could have been quite tempting. The notion that Elvis might have chosen Argentina as a destination to escape the spotlight aligns with the historical context of the time. The country was known for its welcoming atmosphere towards expatriates, making it plausible that he could have lived there comfortably, away from the public eye. With its diverse culture and rich history, Argentina provided an ideal backdrop for someone looking to reinvent themselves. The rumors surrounding Elvis's disappearance have fueled speculation, and Argentina stands out as a prime location where he could have found solace and anonymity. The combination of Argentina's allure and the circumstances of the era makes the theory of Elvis seeking refuge there an intriguing possibility. Elvis Presley's death in 1977 sparked numerous conspiracy theories, suggesting that he might have faked his own death. This idea aligns with other famous figures in history, such as Jim Morrison, Tupac Shakur, and Andy Kaufman, who are also rumored to have staged their deaths to escape the overwhelming pressures of fame. Jim Morrison, the charismatic frontman of The Doors, was said to have faked his death in Paris, with fans believing he might be living a quieter life away from the spotlight. Similarly, Tupac Shakur, the influential rapper, was rumored to have staged his death after being shot in 1996, leading to speculation that he could be alive and well. Andy Kaufman, the eccentric comedian and actor known for his unconventional style, also left fans questioning his death in 1984, with some suggesting he might return in a grand performance. These cases highlight a common thread among celebrities who, facing intense public scrutiny, might choose to disappear rather than continue under the weight of their fame. The idea of faking one's death resonates with those who feel trapped by their public personas, making these stories both intriguing and relatable for many. Rumors persist about Elvis's life after his supposed escape from the public eye. Many believe he lived quietly in Argentina under an assumed name. This new life was marked by a desire for privacy, away from the spotlight that had surrounded him for so long. Locals in various towns have claimed to encounter an older man who bore a striking resemblance to the king of rock and roll. These interactions often involve casual conversations, where the man shared stories of his past as a musician. Some say he would play music in small gatherings, captivating those who listened with his talent. The idea that Elvis could have chosen such a peaceful existence, far from the chaos of fame, resonates with many fans who wish for their idol to have found happiness. The small circle of trusted individuals he interacted with likely served to protect him from unwanted attention, allowing him to enjoy a semblance of normalcy. These stories, while unverified, continue to fuel the fascination with Elvis and his potential life in Argentina. The mystery of his fate remains a topic of discussion among fans and historians alike, keeping his legacy alive in unexpected ways. In a recent interview, a former FBI agent shared intriguing insights about the possibility of Elvis Presley working with the government and potentially entering a witness protection program. The agent explained that during the height of Elvis's fame, there were various situations where his life could have been in danger, prompting discussions about his safety. The agent outlined how such a move could have been executed. It would involve a careful assessment of threats against Elvis, followed by a plan to relocate him discreetly. The process would likely include changing his identity, moving him to a secure location, and ensuring that his new life was kept under wraps. The agent mentioned that the FBI had experience in protecting high-profile individuals, which could have included providing Elvis with new documentation and a cover story. This scenario raises questions about the extent of Elvis's connections with law enforcement and the entertainment industry. The former agent emphasized that while there is no concrete evidence of Elvis being in witness protection, the idea remains a fascinating possibility that adds another layer to the legendary figure's complex life. Forensic photography experts conducted a thorough analysis of the 2016 photos taken in Buenos Aires, which some claim show Elvis Presley alive years after his reported death in 1977. These experts compared the new images to a variety of archival photos of Elvis, focusing on facial features, hairline, and body structure. Some similarities between the two sets of photos are indeed striking, leading to discussions about the possibility of Elvis having lived on. However, critics of the claims argue that the evidence is inconclusive. They suggest that the photos could easily depict a look-alike rather than the King of Rock and roll himself. The debate continues, with some fans holding on to hope that their idol may have faked his death, while skeptics point out that without definitive proof, the images remain ambiguous. The fascination with Elvis endures, and the mystery surrounding these photos adds another layer to his legendary status. The arguments highlight the ongoing interest in Elvis and the lengths to which people will go to find evidence of his continued presence in the world. In Buenos Aires, a documentary is set to explore the intriguing possibility that Elvis Presley might have escaped to South America. Eyewitnesses share their stories, recounting moments when they claim to have seen the legendary musician in the vibrant streets of Argentina. These personal accounts paint a vivid picture of a man who, despite his fame, sought refuge in a world far removed from the spotlight. Alongside these testimonies, the documentary presents compelling photographic evidence that adds credibility to their claims. Some witnesses describe encounters that took place in local cafes, while others recall seeing a familiar figure at public events. The combination of these narratives and images fuels speculation about Elvis's fate after his reported death. The stories vary, with some witnesses expressing certainty about the identity of the man they saw, while others remain skeptical yet intrigued. The documentary delves into the cultural impact of Elvis and how his presence, even in rumors, continues to resonate with fans. This exploration of potential sightings in Argentina not only highlights the enduring fascination with Elvis Presley, but also raises questions about celebrity, identity, and the lengths to which one might go to escape fame. As the documentary unfolds, it invites viewers to consider the possibility that the King of Rock and Roll may have found solace in a land where his music still echoes. Imagining what Elvis Presley's life would be like today if he had faked his death opens a fascinating realm of speculation. Based on various witness accounts, one could picture him living in relative anonymity, perhaps in a small town where he could enjoy a quiet life away from the spotlight. He might have adopted a different name, allowing him to blend into the community without attracting attention. Elvis could be seen shopping at local stores, sharing casual conversations with neighbors, and attending community events. His love for music would likely still be a significant part of his life, possibly leading him to perform at local venues or participate in jam sessions with aspiring musicians. He might enjoy the freedom of being just another face in the crowd, away from the pressures of fame that once surrounded him. Despite his desire for privacy, rumors about Elvis could still circulate, fueled by sightings and stories from fans who believed they had encountered him. These tales might keep his legacy alive, sparking curiosity and discussions among music enthusiasts. He could be involved in charitable efforts, using his influence to support local causes while keeping his identity under wraps. Imagining his daily routine, he might spend time gardening, cooking, or enjoying the simple pleasures of life, perhaps reminiscing about his past while cherishing the present. Elvis could also be a mentor to young artists, sharing his knowledge and experiences without revealing his true identity. This life of anonymity would allow him to escape the pressures of fame while still holding on to the passion that made him a legend. In this alternate reality, Elvis Presley might have found the peace and normalcy he longed for, living a life rich with personal fulfillment and connection, while the world continued to celebrate the music and legacy he left behind. The emergence of these new photos from Argentina has reignited the debate surrounding Elvis Presley's alleged staged death. Many fans and researchers are now analyzing the images, which depict a man who closely resembles the king in various settings across the country. Eyewitness accounts further complicate the narrative, with some claiming to have seen a man matching Elvis's description shortly after his supposed passing. These testimonies suggest a timeline that raises questions about the events surrounding his death. Some speculate that Elvis orchestrated a plan to escape the overwhelming pressures of fame, seeking solace in a quieter life away from the public eye. The mystery deepens as more details about the photos and the locations they were taken in come to light. As this story unfolds, it challenges the official narrative and invites a closer examination of what really happened on that fateful day. Fans are left pondering whether the king truly left the stage for a new beginning in South America.